Hello, I am Transformation Tara, Tara Nolan, and I'm here with Andra, this super brave, courageous, beautiful soul, single mama who just went through 90 days to transform and change her life. Hello, Andra.
Hi, Tara.
Thanks for joining today. I just know that your story has been so inspiring to people you've already shared it with. And after completing our 90-day transformation coaching program and the yoga teacher training. So I am really grateful that you can be here to bravely share your story and just share where you were at when you first started coaching with me and what led you to really get into coaching, as well as then you can follow up with where you're at now, if that would be okay.
Yeah, definitely. So, coaching was not something I initially had reached out to you for. I'd signed up for the yoga teacher training, which then had to get postponed. Then, when that was about to come around, we started talking more as things were leading up to that. And I was just in a really, really, really bad place in my life. I had spent probably the previous year reconnecting with a toxic relationship that I shouldn't have even become involved in again. And that included, substance abuse, alcohol, and just not being a very good present mother. So basically, when I had my initial call with you, Tara, I mean, I was in tears, pretty much feeling like at rock bottom and feeling like I needed some help, a lot of help. And I remember saying to you in some of our initial messages that I just wanted to get through life without being institutionalized.
Yeah,
So,
remember you said some people are here to start a business and I just want to stay out of an institution or not be arrested.
yeah.
And we can laugh at it now because I have formed a beautiful relationship with you, but that's really serious. That's really a serious indicator of how scary of a point life was at, with what you didn't, how uncertain the future felt. So let's just go straight to the now, and then I'll go back and ask some other questions. But where's life at now? What changed in just over a 90-day period?
In 90 days, I mean, I just feel like a completely different person. I feel like I have so much awareness and joy every day, just in the mind shift that took place for me. Um, because, like you had mentioned, like I didn't get into it for business, it was me needing a lot of just personal coaching through such a difficult time in my life.
Yeah.
And now I can say for at least 90 days, every day I feel just joyful.
Wow. That's pretty inspiring, right there. Is there anything else in life that's changed?
I mean, I raised my vibrations, and now all these opportunities are opening up for me. And now that I completed the yoga teacher training, I have two, like a studio and then another place that's wanting me to come on board and teach yoga for them. I'm basically doing stuff that scares me almost every day, things that I never would have thought I would have been capable of doing, and I'm doing it. And it's like when I closed the doors and stopped the negative behavior, all of this positive stuff started happening to me. A new relationship formed for me shortly after I ended the toxic one. These yoga job opportunities are coming into place. I'm making advances in my current job. So, yeah, I
Wow.
mean, it feels great.
So career, relationship, health, happiness. It's so awesome. So how did you do it? People are wondering, how did you do it? And and what advice would you give to other people to, like, if they're in a tough place where it's like, you're not, you want to go to anything. I mean, substance abuse or alcohol, or I don't care if it's shopping, Netflix, sex, whatever, it's just escaping what you don't want to feel. And that's happening with a lot of people right now. And then the future feels really uncertain. And that's where you're saying you were at, like, you didn't know what the future was going to hold, and it was scary. And I think a lot of people right now are scared. Like, so what advice would you give people, or how would you say you did it?
I think it was the combination of everything, how you have your program set up for the 90-day transformation, along with the yoga training. I mean, those programs really complemented each other and pushed me to an area where it pushed me out of my comfort zone. You hold people's feet to the fire, as you say, and you make us do things that scare us. But then afterwards, I'm so proud of myself and I'm so happy. There was something else I was going to say along with that too, and now I'm
That's okay.
blanking out. But
Well, just advice for people. You were saying how that works. So what did you do? How did you do it? I mean, you enjoy,
oh,
go ahead.
yeah, no, it was making me think like, what's different about this? So, like, I've struggled with substance abuse and all these whatever things in the past, and I've been in and out of therapy and on and off of anti-anxiety and antidepressants. Um, and I'm not knocking therapy. I think it can be very valuable, but there was something where I was just staying in this really negative cycle of blaming God, the universe, for inherently making me wrong, um, and blaming other people for my situation. So you really put people into a place of empowerment. Stop blaming other people for the way your life is and take control. You have the choice to make and create your life. And I really found that when I started changing that mindset, that huge mindset shift, things just blossomed for me.
Yeah.
If you blame other people your whole life, you're not going to move ahead. So that's what was different about this program than anything I've done in the past. And it's all the tools you give us. It's the one-on-one coaching, it's the group coaching, where you get to connect with other people in this community and realize you're not in the there's other people that are in this boat with you, struggling with the same things. So that support is huge. The books that you recommend for us, I mean, are so powerful. Yeah, that's the difference for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think if you stay in a mindset where it's everyone else's fault, you can stay there forever, and it can always be everyone else's fault.
Mhm.
Nothing changes except it'll be someone else's fault. It's
Right.
always someone else's um, hurting you, taking advantage of you, putting you in a different place. It's just your current situation. And any one of us can do that. Every one of us has pain and struggle. And it's this game of life is not always easy, but we do have a choice. We do have a choice to empower ourselves um, to wake up every day and be happy, live with more purpose. And that's what I saw you really change, is really getting clear on your purpose and your priorities and what mattered to you and how you wanted to live.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting out of a victim mindset, taking control.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. It took a lot of courage to step into a coaching program, to invest in yourself. And it's scary. It's scary. It's every step of it, like you said, is scary. And you're still doing things every day that's
Yeah, to this point, I'm still doing things that scare me. But yeah, the investment is worth it, because investing in yourself just has a great ripple effect on my daughter, who means everything to me. If I'm not happy and healthy, how can I teach her to be that way?
yeah.
And how can I be a good mother for her? So investing in yourself is very important.
And it comes around financially. It's and I know you're still seeing that because you're just starting to make that shift, but you'll continue to see that. I know we've already talked about ways you're advancing in your current career. There's yoga opportunities coming. There's more, like when you get that, open that up. And what about, what's the cost of DUIs or, like negative things happening in your life, lawyers, I mean, whatever it is, like, like put the money in coaching and actually better your life.
Yeah.
Like, so it's scary as it is, it's hard to say what would happen if you don't. I look at my life, if I wouldn't have done my yoga teacher training, if I wouldn't have had coaches, like, where life might have taken a different turn. So I think that's a powerful message for other people watching, to say, it doesn't have to be with me. I hope it is, but it doesn't have to be. It's just investing in yourself to move forward in whatever supports you to get to your ultimate dreams or goals, and stepping away from that which doesn't serve you.
Yeah, absolutely. Even in the small things, sometimes people are like, oh, it's not worth it for me to pay for a gym membership for myself. It's like, well, yes, it is. It is worth it,
Well,
it's stingy with ourselves. And
well, the question,
we're worth more than that.
Is, we are worth more than that. We are worthy, and no one else is going to think you're worthy if you don't start to step forward and say you're worthy first. Like, choose, I am worthy. So what was there anything about I guess what I was going to say about that also is I just really believe we're stronger together than we are alone. Do you think that you could have made these changes alone?
No, because I'm 34 and I've been working on this since I was like 16 on and off, and nothing has worked yet. So I'm really not too confident that all of a sudden I was going to magically make this huge shift on my own. Some people might be able to, but I hadn't up to this point.
Well, we don't know what we don't know, right? So we have one way of thinking. You can't come in with a new perspective when you have this way of thinking that you've had your whole life, probably since birth or 5 years old, or whatever influences came in. So if you've been working until 16, that makes sense to me, because the mind continues in the same pattern. So it's like doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Sure, you can read books and do things, but it's not as big of a shift. It might help little bits along the way. So on that topic, I guess, was there anything about the program that surprised you or that you didn't expect?
I guess I was surprised by the friendships that I made in it. And for me, that's huge. I've always really shied away from connecting with other people. And from this program, I mean, I've got lifelong friends, or what I believe will continue to be lifelong friends, and community and support. And that continues to go on, even though this program is done and, we'll be having no one-on-ones anymore. I now have all of these tools and these friendships to implement and continue to use going forward.
Absolutely. And I think that's a huge point, to have a community that supports you. And it is a surprise, because at first, sometimes people are like, there's gonna be other people there, I don't know if I want to share, but and like everyone just inspires each other, and it supports each other. I think that's really powerful for me to even witness how much you guys do step in for one another. And we talk about how the 5 people you hang around with the most, are who you become. So it becomes really important to look at who you're surrounding yourself with. And when you start to surround yourself with other people who are also up leveling, who are also becoming their best self and care about their life, it's a lot different than your, friends that you're getting wasted with on the weekend or something.
Yeah, absolutely. It's invaluable to me. So yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking, I was like, I just need to work on myself and get through this. I wasn't expecting for that to come out of it. And I'm grateful for it.
Is there anyone you'd recommend, or who would you recommend to do a program like this? who would you recommend it to if there's anyone watching?
Really, everybody, because I didn't think I was a candidate for it because I thought it was a little bit more business focused. And there is so much knowledge and so much that you share in that is helpful to me now that I'm starting to shift towards that. But that, again, wasn't my initial goal. So, I feel like if it benefits me, it could literally benefit anybody out there, anyone who's in a dark place or is feeling stuck in something, any aspect of their life, relationships, personally, business, career-wise. You really cover all of it in the program. So I don't think there's anyone that could not benefit from it.
Any last advice? We'll wrap up then, unless there's any last advice that you want to share with anyone watching, or any that you learned that you want to share, or just any last bit of info.
No, I don't know. I don't think there's any last things I want to say. I think
you covered it. You did it.
Yeah.
You really shared from your heart, and that takes a lot of courage again. So
Yeah.
well, thank you so much, and thank you for trusting in me. I really value the relationship that we formed together, and I know that, I hope and believe that you know that. It's been really special and meaningful. It means everything to me to work with people like you who want to show up and be open, even though sometimes it's hard or challenging, but you got to show up. And just to watch you change and grow and evolve, it's just like so meaningful. And I really appreciate that you trusted me at the beginning, and that you trusted yourself. And that's really what it takes, trusting in me and this program, and also trusting in you that you can do it. And so thank you for that.
I love you, Tara. You mean the world to me. You helped me through a difficult time. So I'm so thankful.
Oh, I have so much love for you too. Okay, we'll stop going live now before I get like watery eyed. And thank you for anyone tuning in. Andra is an inspiration. You'll have to check her out and take her yoga class someday when you're in the northern Milwaukee area. And if you're interested in one of my programs, just keep checking out Transformation Tara. And the first step is booking a call. Andra found me online before the yoga training, and then we got on the phone and did a call. So it's always taking that first step. And with that, I'll sign out today and say peace out to everyone.
Bye.
Bye.